Hey, welcome my YouTube friends to Scrapping It Up. I am Vanessa, and today I'm so excited. I am doing a junk journal ring binder album. Okay, it is 6 by 8, and I am using a digital collection that I printed off, got it all fussy cut it out. The digital collection is from Pink Monarch Prints. It's called Vintage Travel, and it was their November subscription, 2023 subscription club that she has. And I just seen it, and I just had to get it. I am not affiliated with them at all. I just happened to see the beautiful paper, and I knew I wanted to make something out of it. So, welcome, welcome. All right, the pages are going to be 6 by 8. I am putting them in, going to be putting them inside a ring binder from Simple Stories, and this is not the color; it's just the one that I grabbed. But the pages are 6 by 8. It's going to be made kind of like a junk journal, plus kind of some of our mini album. Okay, so it's the best of both worlds. Okay, and plenty of room to journal in this album, along with all of our wonderful photos that we want to put in it. Okay. Um, so this is going to be for anybody who loves junk journals, but yet you want lots of places for your photographs and journaling, designated areas for photographs. Um, it's quick, kind of a quick and easy project. I have nothing to show you. I am designing this right along with you. So I don't have anything to show. I don't have a cutting guide that you can purchase, but that doesn't mean that I won't have one when we finish the project. Okay. But for right now, I'm designing this right along with you. I don't have any templates to show you or anything. I'm just going to be designing it, as I always say, on the fly. All right. So I do have all my pieces cut out. Okay. And there's lots to this. So I'm hoping to use all the pieces, is what I'm hoping to do. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how I'm going to put the pages into a binder. I will show you how to do that. And then I will start decorating each page of the journal right along with you. There will be different styles of journaling, junk journaling ideas, and photo mats for photographs, and there may be some flips and flaps. When I do get this completely done, I will be doing a complete walkthrough of it, and that way you can see the project all done. And I will also put this inside a playlist that you can go to my playlist and you'll find the 6 by 8 binder, junk journal binder in there, and everything will all be in one place for you if you decide to do this. All right, let's get busy. All right, let me get this out of the way. Whoops. And I did print most of this off on 28-pound copy paper since we have the gift wrap. I do use the brown gift wrap from Walmart. Okay. And you can buy any kind of gift wrap. This is 40-pound gift wrap. Okay, I know there's other brands out there. If I find one on Amazon, I will put the link down below. Okay. And I'm using 65-pound weight black cardstock. I am using Avery hole reinforcements just to put here. You don't have to have these. I just like the look of it. It just gives the album a different look. And I do distress those with my distress ink from Tim Holtz Gathered Twigs. Okay. For this project, you're going to need a scoreboard, a bone folder, scissors, ruler, probably a punch. I am going to be using some twine in this project, glue. And I probably will use a glue stick as well, and Scrappin tape. Okay. All right, let's put this. So let me show you how I'm going to be putting this in my binder. Okay. So the gift wrap, I get it down to, I already forgot my measurements, 6 3/4 by 8.5. Okay, 8.5 by 6 3/4. And I do use my We Are Memory Keepers tearing tools. I will link that down below. It is my Amazon link. You pay no more for the item, but it does earn me a commission. If you go through my link, you can order anything you want. Okay, so I will be using this one right here. Okay, or you can just tear it if you don't have a tearing tool, or any tearing tool will work. Now, only toward this side. These 3 sides are straight sides. Okay, so 6 3/4 is the finished with the ripples, and then 8.5 this way. Okay, and so far, I think I've got 10 pages. So we may add some more as we go. It just depends. Okay. So then you're going to make a template that goes along with your binder. Okay. Or you can use, whatever comes with your binder that you get, and then use this to get your holes, for your template. Okay. One thing I would do with your template is to mark it template and put a B at the bottom. That way, when you are putting this all together, you know which one is the bottom. Okay. Because sometimes your holes might be a little bit off. And if you have your template that way, that's going to scoot your holes that way. If you have it this way, it's going to scoot your holes that way. They get off. Okay, so I recommend you put in a B. You're going to need, so far, like I said, I think I have 10. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. So that's what we're going to start off with. These pieces here are 2 inches by 2 inches by 8.5. And you're just going to score right in the middle at 1 inch. Okay. And I'll show you how to do 2 pages, and then we'll move on to where we start decorating the pages. Okay. So this is just one way of putting it in to your binder, is creating these. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fold towards the bumpy and burnish. Okay. Then I take my template and I set it down on here, get it even. And then with my pencil, I draw. So now I have my holes that I can punch out. Okay. So this is the bottom. Okay. So again, I just put this on here, line it up. And draw my holes. Okay. Then I just use my punch and punch them out. All right, just like that. And there's different ways that you can do this. This is just how I do mine. I even do my 8.5 by 11 ones. I mean, my 12 by 12s, kind of like this. So now what you're going to do is you're going to set this on, I just set it on my grid. And then I just run, and you're just going to set this almost right up, just right below your punch marks. Okay. So I set it on my grid, and then I make this come to where it's 1/2 inch. Okay, 1/2 inch. Okay, you're attaching this a 1/2 inch on your thing. So what I do is I just run a bead of glue, put this on my grid to where it's straight, and then I just slide this underneath up to where it's at a 1/2 inch mark. Like that. Then I just pull back, and then I just glue just a little bit on this side. Stick her down. And there's your base page. Okay, let's do this again. So I put this on my board, and I just glue just up one little bead. And then I just stick this underneath to where it's at a 1/2 inch mark. Ah, too much coffee this morning. Okay. And I just lift this. You don't want to use too much glue, just enough to make it stick. You don't want it warping, okay? Because if you do, you get too much glue, then these kind of warp on you. Okay. And that's our base pages. So just like that. Beautiful, huh? Now, if you don't want to use the gift wrap, what you could do is you could just cut your paper at 8.5. So you could just cut your paper at 8.5. I would cut my paper at about 6.5. And the reason I'm saying that is that way it doesn't come to your hole completely. Okay. So if you just want to use your paper, you can, put your paper, cut your paper at 8.5 by 6.5, and then what you're going to do is apply your glue, stick that down. Then what you would do is flip this over, pretend the brown ain't here. Then I would glue all this and then stick that down on top of that paper. So like here, let me use this as a template just to show you. Okay. So you would glue this down. My papers are going to be short because my papers are 8 3/8. So you would do a line of glue, and then this piece of paper would attach to the back side of that. So if you don't want to do the brown gift wrap, you don't have to. Okay. You can just stick these two pieces of paper together. All right. I just like the look of the brown, and I like the torn look of the paper. It just kind of adds to the junk journal feel. All right. So now, and I do have some photo mats pre-cut, and I am using the gift wrap paper for my photo mats, and I'll probably use black. I have 24-pound black copy paper. Well, it's actually from Michael's. Okay. That's 24 pound, and I probably will use that as well. Okay. So this one here I just put my score pile tape all the way around, and then I'm going to glue this down. Okay. And I think I'm going to use some of my glue stick, or I can just use regular glue too. I know. Let me try the glue stick. See how it does. Okay. There we go. Oops. All right, this one needs my hole reinforcements. And again, I just distress these with my inks. Go ahead and put. All right, so there's that. So then on the, I think I have this one for the next page. Because I went through and I went through, I cut all my papers, and then I went through it and kind of set them up to how they will be displayed. And I don't have nothing for that one. Okay, so I did go ahead and do that aspect. Okay, so you can do this part. I'll do this part off camera. Okay. But I got them all, you know, how they would kind of go. Put that one on the bottom. All right, so we have this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get this paper on the back here. Make sure that I guess that one doesn't matter. Make sure I'm right side up. Okay. So what I do is I grab my 1/4 inch, go all the way around it. Now you don't have to have paper on, you know, every page. And I'm not going to glue these on yet because there may be a page I want to leave blank. So I will just leave those and then we will determine that as we go. Because I may, you know, leave a page blank. Maybe I don't want no paper on it. Okay. So I just go all the way around it. And then just use my glue stick. debating now if I should use my glue. Yeah, I'm just going to use my glue stick. Because we got the score pile tape all the way around it. So it's not going to go anywhere. All right, there we go. All right. Just make sure you have your paper right side up, okay? That could be a big oops. All right. So this will be our first page. So do we want to excuse me. So do we want a cover photo? I think so. So I'm going to put the photo mat here. And I believe this is 4x6. Almost 4. And almost 6. And I did use my straight edge. Okay. It's kind of not a straight edge. It's got just a little bit of a ruffle to it for my mats. Okay. So let's make this our cover page. Let's get our elements up here and see what we can do. Do we want a couple of pockets on our cover page? I think so. I don't know which way to go with the... Most likely, travel, it's going to have a long... And I did save all my pieces when I cut these papers out. Where is that? I did save all these because we probably will be using some of these pieces as decorational elements. Okay. I'm just looking to see if there's any that we could use. I don't know, this, yeah. There's this. Well, we'll see. But anyway, I did save all that, okay? So these pockets here, we would just glue down 3 sides, all right? And I may even use, you know, like some little pieces of the gift wrap paper just as accent pieces. Ooh, I already thought of one. Okay. So I'm going to put this in my trimmer. I'm going to cut this down to 1/2 inch. Like 1/2 inch. I'm going to have to straighten it up. It's not straight. So let me straighten this up. In fact, that piece right there might even be perfect. It is. In fact, I think I'm going to angle it. Then we can glue that piece on. All right, let's do this. Now, do I want a black mat on top of this? It might accent it a little bit. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. Yeah, I almost got a little bit too much glue. Darn it. Okay, so this here, let's ink this. Well, I don't know if I want to be inking. Inking just takes so long. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue just a little bit of the bottom and just a little bit of the sides. Okay, do the same thing with this one. And there may be some aspects that I ink. Overall, I probably will not ink. All right. So now I'm going to put this strip down. And just remember, the glue art glitter, I mean, just a little bit of glue goes a long ways, especially with the art glitter glue. All right. So now, tags. Where's all my tags? This is all my tags that I cut. So to go inside this envelope, you can use your little tags. Okay, so you can tell the story, because that's what it's all about. All right, now I'm looking. Good things ahead. That's kind of neat. All right, so and I may use some lace in this. I do have some lace. Dream it. Love it. There we go. And I may even use some stamps as well. Okay. May use some stamps. I don't know if I want to use those or not. All right, I like it. There's our cover page. Okay, now for the back side. This is a nice, oops, get my pen and my glue. All right, so now, and I may add on some different elements like half pages as we go. Not for sure. Okay. Just use we could go like that. All right. So those two photo mats, and I think I'll just glue 3 sides, and so that's going to be a tuck spot. So with this one, I think I may add my black mat. So this is almost 4 and 4 by 5. So I'm going to make my black mat 3.5. Um, 3.5 by 4 5/8. So 3.5 by 4 5/8. And I won't put a black mat down below. It just gives it interest if you have, you know, something like that. See how that gave it more interest? It doesn't look so blah now. All right. So I'm just going to glue this down. All right, and then I'll glue this down. Before I do that, I want to see what, do we want to use these behind here? All right. And I'll probably be using some washi tape as well. I gotta find some. Pretty sure I have some I can use. Oh, I just glued all 4 sides. That was dumb. So I wiped off my glue. So used to just gluing off all 4 sides. All right. So then these will slip underneath here. All right, I think I want to find a piece of paper. All right, so I'm just going to trim this. I think I'm going to angle this. Okay, I just notched it out like that. Okay. I think that's going to go right here. Now that really needs to stand out a little bit more. Yep, I'm going to back it on black paper. I can use that for a photo mount. Let's do it on this. All right, now I'll cut around it. Hopefully I can do this. There, now it stands out. Yay. And that's just going to go here. Actually, I was thinking, we could have a pocket here if we wanted to. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. All right, so this here, I got to be careful how I glue this down. So don't glue this corner. Sorry, you can probably hear my cell phone. My son must be texting me. All right. Ooh, maybe see the world. Yeah, I like that one much better. All right, let's do it. And I glue again. I didn't want to glue this end so the photo can go. Sometimes I forget to do that. And once we get the pages done, I may do, a little bit more decorating to it, okay? But for, for the base, and then I'll go back and do some more things. All right, so that you just got to pay attention when you're doing this, what your next page is. Okay, so here I just kind of leave that there, and now let's do this page. And I still like that. Okay, let's get our tape on. I am so sorry. Hopefully that's not my mother, but it might be. All right, it wasn't my mom. All right, so let me get a little piece. Now, if my cell phone goes off, that was my son, but usually he would have left a message. Sometimes he doesn't. If he doesn't get me, then he calls my cell phone. So if my cell phone rings, then I know it's him. All right. Life of a crafter. It never fails. I come in here to record. That's when my phone rings. I've been getting a lot of spam calls here lately. I mean, they're at it big time. All right, add some glue. Make sure it's right side up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my back. I think I'm going to go ahead and get my back piece on here. Okay. Yeah, you can stamp on this. You can journal on this. You can ink on this. So I will be digging out my stamps because I think I will do some stamping. May even do some stenciling. Who knows? It will just kind of take form as I go. But I do want definite areas for photographs. And then lots of room for journaling. Because when we travel, we always have stories to tell. And I like this junk journal aspect because you put it in a 3D ring binder. There's no sewing to it. Because I know a lot of you don't like to sew, signatures and sew your stuff in. So this is an easy way to have a junk journal plus kind of have an album to put photographs in. Best of both worlds. Oops. something. No, it's too late now. That's all right. All right, there we go. All right, so this page is here. So now what are we going to do? I must have got some glue on that back side. All right. I have, ooh, I folded these. Oh, that one's upside down. Yeah, we should have put this on before. If we was going to do that, we should have put this on the underneath side. So our next page will do that. Should have went on before we attached this down. All right, let me look at. I know we have a big journaling card. I'm really thinking about a belly band. Wish I went out just a little bit further. Oh, what size is this? So it's 6 3/4 by 3. Put a belly band on here, and then we could put photo mats underneath there. Plus, we could put a photo on top of here. So if we brought the photo belly band down here, that one's too big. Let's check one of these. These are about the same size. I also put it that way too. Then we'd have a belly band to where we could put photo mats under. I like that idea. And I think this one needs backed with the black as well. I like this one better. That one a little bit bigger. This one here is a little bit bigger. And this photo mat here, it's 3 by almost 4.5. 3 by 4.5. So hopefully this fits, and it does. So I just need to cut it down to 2 5/8. 2 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save that because I may use that. Yeah, don't throw nothing away. You never know about me. I don't know, maybe it needs to come down here. Then that way we have interest instead of straight across. We have the interest like this. Okay, that's what we're doing. Sometimes you just got to play around with it. All right, so this is going to go here. We need to get our belly band on first. So on my belly band, I'm just going to glue the top and the bottom. Okay, the top and the bottom. And I'm gluing about 1/4 inch. Okay, not doing more than just a bead. All right. All right. So now you got to be careful how I'm just going to glue this in and here, and then I'm going to glue here. So I'm not gluing the top because you want your photo mats to be able to go underneath your belly band. Okay. So don't glue the top. Don't glue the top. Boy, I can't wait to get this, see this project all done. I think it's going to be amazing. I hope it's amazing anyway. Or we can make a little journal book to go under here. Well, no, I think we just want to do photo mounts. All right. So there's the belly band. And this was just part of the cut aparts. Okay. Just a different way of using it. Ooh. Could we attach that to the belly band? And then that way we'd have a flip out right there. I kind of like that. Where's the rest of ours? She gives you these. That's in the template. There, you know, you can make a little journal book, but I like to use them. I want to use mine as flips. And what I'd done, I just left this, instead of cutting that off, I left it because I knew that's probably what I would be doing. And I think I want to use this one right here. All right, so now I'm just going to grab my scoreboard and score right down that line. Okay. And give it a burnish. See what it looks like, because that won't enter. I like that. Okay, so now I am going to ink this, since it's white. And I may just put a photo mat on here. Now I kind of fold this back just a little bit so I can get all right. There we go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue the inside, and I'm especially want to get that the little tips, because when you're pulling your stuff in and out, you don't want it to get caught. Just gotta be careful. Don't put too much glue, because it could seep out. Come on. You don't want it to seep out. Okay, so just make sure you still got your pocket. Okay, and so that would flip out. Now, do I want to put a black mat on that? I think so. So I'm going to go 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I like it. All right, so I'm just going to glue the very side. Well, yeah. I'm just going to glue the whole thing, because I'm sure I can get a photo in this space. So now we have that. So then you can cut your photo mats. Yeah, that one's too big. So you can cut your photo mats to go inside here, however you want. Make your tags. Ooh, we got tabs. She did give us tabs. Just a second. I gotta find my tabs. Put them somewhere. Oh, there they are. Yeah, she did give us tabs. So why not use a tab? Let's find maybe a brown tab. Yeah. So I'm going to use this tab right here. Oh, there's the map one. Let's use the map one, since the map is on the opposite page. I'm going to stick 2 photo mats underneath there. All right, so let me cut this out. In fact, I'm just going to fold it in half and then cut it. Yep. Okay, I'm just going to score right along the fold line. Do the same thing with this one. Okay. That way, when I cut, hopefully, they'll be the same. Get rid of that. If you cut them out individually, then you could be cutting just a little bit different. This way, they're both the same. Nope. That wasn't straight, I don't think. Nope, it wasn't. So let me fix this if I can. There. All right, there's our tabs. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to apply my glue. I'll make sure it's straight. So I don't do straight very well at all. Straight is not my friend. Okay, so let's get us a little bit smaller one. And we'll put the tab down in here. Oh, down here. All right. And I may cover these up with paper. I did print some of the plain pieces of paper out, but I have some lines on them from my printer, and that's why I didn't use them. So I may cover these. I think if that's a goof up one, but I may cover some of my mats with these. I have some, so I may do that. We shall see. And then that one goes here. Beautiful. So we got our cover page done, and then these 2 pages. So we're going to be ready for the next page. So I'm going to end it here because I like to keep the classes right about an hour. Okay. And I need to go see what my son wanted. So we will see you in part 2. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you gather your supplies and you want to work right along with me. So, all right. See you in the next video. As always, keep scrapping. Bye-bye.